Hello there, my name is Mackenzie and welcome to my little corner of the internet. This episode of my J-pop Journal With Me series will feature newcomer Imazu Ayumu. I use newcomer both in the sense that he's new to my journal and also in the sense that he's a rising star, and I'm so excited to talk about him today. If you watched my J-pop music recs video that covered male acts, you'll know that he's a favorite of mine, and I consider him the prince of J-pop, and truly a talent that anyone into Japanese pop music should be giving a try, and if you haven't yet, go do it. Like right now. This can wait. Go watch his music videos and come back to me later. It's okay, I give you permission to ditch me this one time. Ayumu is just an amazing dancer. I love his voice, and his music videos are so creative and fun to watch. I literally cannot recommend him enough. This spread is inspired by one of my favorite tracks, Tangerine. The music video is so fun to watch, the dancing is incredible as always, and I can't tell you how many times I've watched it, but I guarantee you I probably make up at least half its view count at this point. For this spread, I wanted to have the color scheme be blue and orange like the music video, so we're starting with this orange wavy check pattern that gave me way more anxiety creating it than it had any business giving me. I went into this a little worried that I'd mess up the pattern, as I have an unfortunate history of getting mixed up when creating stuff like this. It's like I'm cursed to never successfully create a perfect pattern ever in my entire life. I was all worried and heavily concentrating on the pattern to try to make sure that I wouldn't mess it up. I felt so good about how it was going that even at one point I was sitting there thinking to myself, this is going so well. I haven't messed it up yet. I felt so relieved that... Oh, fuck. God damn it. Yeah. Okay, so the curse continues. Luckily, this one was a fairly easy fix, but it added time to this one that I really didn't need. You know, it's already gonna take long enough as it is. This music video features these cool orange toned fish eye camera scenes, which is kind of a staple of his music videos, and I don't know if it was meant to resemble a tangerine, but it gave me a cute idea to have these be the center of the tangerines I was obviously going to be painting for this spread. Unfortunately, it was cloudy outside when I filmed this, so I don't think the little details are showing up very well. But I spent a good hour or two just painting the fruit alone and doing layer after layer to build up those details, which will be easier to see in the final results later. Most of Ayumu's music is bright, and as I said in that aforementioned J-pop recommendation video, his music feels like sunshine, and it never fails to brighten my day. Now that I think about it, I think tangerines actually really suit him. If I were to pick a fruit to represent him, it would probably be those. His whole vibe is just radiant sunshine and sweet fruit juice, you know? Although he dives into darker, moodier aesthetics and sounds occasionally, he mostly sits in that positive, fun category, and I really love that about him. We have so many male acts doing that sort of thing already. You know, the cool, hardcore, moody aesthetic. So he kind of stands out from the crowd with a more bright and happy vibe that really caught my eye from the get-go a few years ago when I really needed that kind of thing in my life at the time. He has not failed me since, not a single time. During my first year in Japan, I really wanted to see him live, but both times I applied for tickets, I didn't win anything. It's a shame, because I think I narrowly missed the window to easily see him live in a smaller venue, as he's kind of popped off over the last year, and as his fandom is rapidly growing, it's getting harder to get tickets and stuff like that. I discovered him when he was still pretty small, just after the release of his first album, Pixel, and although I am so proud of him, and it's been so amazing to watch him grow and gain success, and he's so deserving of it, you know, but I also feel a little sad that I was too far away to benefit from being there for the early, more accessible stage of his career. Discovering an act I really love so early in the game isn't something I've often had the privilege to experience, so I'd wish I'd gotten to see him live before he inevitably blew up. That said, I do intend to see him next time he's touring in Tokyo when I'm back in Japan for my second year of school there. Me seeing him live is a bucket list item for me, okay? It's not a matter of if, it is a matter of when. Ayumu, if you're watching this, I'd like to humbly request that you perform all of the songs that I love. I'm gonna give you a list to make that easy for you. Thank you so much, I appreciate your cooperation. There's no way he's watching this stupid journaling video, by the way, because he definitely has better things to do, but I'm gonna shoot my shot into the void anyway, baby. For these tangerines, because the color scheme was so overwhelmed with orange and I wanted to bring more of that blue back in there, I finished them off with blue for the shadows. After adding the little Ayumu fisheye centers to the tangerines, I tried to make them look more like the inside of a cut tangerine, but honestly, I'm not sure if that actually translates or not. I think the idea was great, but my execution was maybe not so much. Speaking of poor execution. I don't know why I painted these letters instead of writing them, because that would have been easier. Like, I could have painted over the marker to make it look like the right blue to match the rest of the spread, but hindsight's always 20/20, isn't it? And that's the spread. I can't help but feel like it's lacking something. I don't know about you guys. I can't put my finger on what it is, so maybe sometime I'll go back in and brighten up the blues or something. I think maybe that's what it needs. I think the blues aren't bright enough, but maybe that's not what's throwing me off as much. I don't know. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video and would like to see more like it, I have a whole playlist set up for this series that you can check out. If you enjoy videos about Japan and Japanese pop culture and entertainment, Japanese language learning, cozy vlogs, and art-related content, then I think you'll like my little corner of the internet. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again with a new video next week.